We begin tonight with ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife facing a federal judge in New York City today after being taken into custody by U.S. forces over the weekend. Prosecutors say Maduro and his allies partnered with drug cartels in Colombia and Mexico, moving tons of cocaine into the U.S. Maduro and his wife deny the charges and plead not guilty. Analysts say lawyers for Maduro are expected to argue his arrest violates international law and the 63-year-old has sovereign immunity. But President Trump says the U.S. is now in charge of Venezuela. It's not yet clear what that will look like or how long it will last. As Perry Russum reports, Trump says he's not afraid to put troops on the ground.
Major questions today about what role the U.S. will play in governing Venezuela after the capture of President Nicolas Maduro. President Trump says the U.S. is running the country.
Don't ask me who's in charge because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
It means we're in charge.
Just hours after his Secretary of State Marco Rubio suggested the U.S. will not govern the country of more than 31 million people, but pressure Venezuela with a military blockade on oil leaving the country.
What we are running is the direction that this is going to moving forward, and that is we have leverage. This leverage we are using and we intend to use. We started using already.
President Trump, who campaigned on getting the U.S. out of foreign wars, appears to be open to the idea of having American troops on the ground, saying, quote, "It depends on what happens." Venezuela is home to the largest oil reserves in the world. Trump says he wants total access to it.
We need total access. We need access to the oil and to other things in their country that allow us to rebuild their country.
There's pushback from Trump's own party. Republican Congressman Thomas Massie writing online, "Wake up, MAGA. Venezuela is not about drugs. It's about oil and regime change. This is not what we voted for." Tonight on Capitol Hill, lawmakers and the Gang of Eight are expected to be briefed behind closed doors on the actions in Venezuela. Members of Congress were notified after the operation began.
It's a violation of the law to do what they did without getting the authorization of Congress.
Delcy Rodriguez is being sworn in today as the interim leader of Venezuela. She was Maduro's vice president. She says she is willing to work with the U.S. after President Trump said if she did not cooperate, her fate will be worse than Maduro's. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.